Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy! Hello, 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 good evening. Welcome to the 44th After Hours. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, here from Miami, and joined by my dear friend and buddy, all the way from Kentucky, Collin Kendall.
They haven't kicked me out yet, so I'm still here.
What
the heck was that?
And all the way from Orlando, our buddy, Jason Canapp.
Hello, hello, hello. What a wonderful word. Hello. You name the movie?
Yes, buddies.
Great. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. And let's talk Disney, buddies. Actually, we do have a wonderful show today. We do have News of the Week, the Crop Factor, where we're going to show images, and people need to help us to find out which are the original images that Collin Kendall picked up. Then we have Top 3, the top 3 light effects in the parks, inside parks. And we do have our Hall of Fame. And then, what's that sound? It's an amazing show. We're pretty... But you know what time is what we're going to do right now? We're going to say hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. First of all, let's say hello to everybody that is watching, not only in the live show but in replay, but they're not showing up in the message. So one thing I like to ask you is, please join us in the chat. Say your hello. No, send where are you watching from. We want to hear from you. Don't stay. Everybody here is pretty friendly. Don't be scared by Collin. Collin is really a nice guy.
Yeah, I might bite a little bit. They probably won't. So
Jason is a nice guy too.
Hello.
I'm Brazilian, but I'm okay. So don't. So join us. But let's say hello to our friends that usually are here, and then I will try to see. Yeah.
Probably look at the comments right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the comments.
It's your job to look at the comments.
Oh, here's Claire. Claire, all the way from UK. Hi, Claire.
From the UK.
Say hi to Millie, please. Michael Riley is here. Kelly Lawrence too. Ben Ackhurst all the way from UK too. Tom McMillan, Chrissy Viggs, Peter Mino. It's not with the clicking. Peter Mino. Jody Rice is here. Everybody. Doreen. Sarah Collins. I know Sarah is in Orlando, I think. She's sending pictures from the park.
She's on property
Yes.
somewhere.
John is here also, all the way from UK. Carmen Schumacher is here. Wendy Seeger. Hello to everybody. It's good to have all you here. We're in a really good mood today. Well,
I don't know. Speak for yourself.
I'm always in a good mood.
No, we're always in a good
When I'm
mood.
with Carlos.
No, but it's
I'm always in a good
sometimes.
No, but Carlos.
Sometimes we got tangled with the technicalities and things like that. But today we're gonna let it loose.
Oh.
Yes, but
Let loose. Carlos, you gonna dance for us?
He's supposed to dance for us.
no, not today. I'm supposed to dance.
Oh.
I'm getting ready to do that.
Okay.
And Collin is not aware about that.
I'm a little scared.
I'm looking forward
Just
to it.
everything is happening just because of. Oh. No! I have to bring it back. Just
break
because
your
of.
He broke his button. No.
Oh, Collin. One thing, buddies. Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
So we're gonna start. The first news that we have to bring is that our big friends from UK, from the great British Mickey Waffle, they just launched a new episode today. Probably the best episode ever. Okay, so they actually shared the waffle with the guys, the three beautiful guys from After Hours, and it's amazing.
I'm trying so hard not to comment.
And you can go, please go to their they do have the version in the podcast and also the one in YouTube. I already watched the one in YouTube, and it's a 2-hour long conversation. It was
it was a long one.
It was great.
It's a 2-hour long conversation with Carlos, and then about 15 minutes of Collin and
With
Jason.
the rest of us.
You know one thing, Jason.
Combined.
You know one thing, Jason, is that everybody's watching know that is not the case.
Oh, well, I might be.
With Jason.
I mean, I'm rounding up, maybe.
Slightly.
But buddies, there's some good news that we have to share. There's some things that I like to bring. And the first one is that I would like to share something. It's actually a video from Disney Park Vlogs, and it's about. Have you heard about Ivy?
Ivy, like poison ivy?
No.
Oh,
It's itchy.
No. It's the cutest Ivy you will ever watch. Take a look. It's Ivy.
you may have finally found something cuter than you, Carlos. You may have finally done it.
That's
And it
almost
only took a
impossible.
monkey.
I do want to ask one thing.
Yes.
though, on behalf of some of our viewers here.
I'm all ears.
Why is your name so tiny?
My name?
Your name is so tiny.
Which name?
Your name on the screen. It's tiny.
It was no, because
I don't
it's
know,
the
you're
only one that
it
is
doesn't
not
match
on-
your personality, that's
No.
for sure.
It does. You know what happened? It's
so
the only
shy.
one that is not locked. I think that's not
Oh.
everything is unlocked.
Oh, no one wants to put Carlos in a corner, that's for sure.
Thank you for telling me that.
You're very welcome. Welcome back to the size of
But
normal people.
But there's there's one thing, and let me just bring this comment here. There's a comment from John, I think, and thank you so much. It was such a great show with great friends. But who won the quiz? You need to.
I won the quiz. There's no doubt. What do you mean who won the quiz? We all know who won the quiz.
And I'll kindly ask for Ben, Claire, and John. They are in the chat. Please share in the chat the links for both the podcast and for the YouTube. I got tangled with many things, and there was no way for me to put in the card. So please do that. So in the comments, that would be great. Well, moving on with the news, there's something else I'd like to bring up. That's a little bit of a sad news, and we're gonna talk about mouse gear.
No.
I'm not upset about this.
You know one thing, and actually, I really believe that just because of Collin Kendall and something that
don't throw that
happened.
on me.
No, yes, it was you, and I will remind everybody why probably Disney considered doing the things that they're doing, just because of this.
And it's actually mouse gear. I like the original one quite a bit. Plus, the design was fun. It smelled awful, but at the same time, the store smelled terrible.
Collin, guess what happened?
It smells awful. Well,
Guess
it did
what
smell
happened?
awful.
Now it's not Mouse Gear anymore. They changed the name. The name for
Hey, when it's epic, don't blame me. It's awesome. I'll take
Creations.
credit if it's great. If it's terrible, it wasn't my idea. They don't ever listen to me.
Now is Creations Shop.
Which is kind of a cool concept. I mean, it kind of looks like an Apple store, though, to be quite honest with you.
What I like? You can see in the rendering. It's a rendering, but the whole idea how the outside of what they're gonna have the festival garden area looks like, how lush, how beautiful, a lot of trees. I hope that it gets close to what we're seeing then.
What's he doing?
Oh, you don't know about this?
No, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that, buddy? What is that?
Is that the
is-
diaper-scented candle?
Our buddy Lisa Dono Glassner with Castle
Yes,
Run
Lisa.
and For Memory
Lisa,
Candle,
Lisa, yeah.
who our buddy Colin had on his Gather Round.
Yep.
Very first episode of that.
Watch the replay. It's on my Instagram.
So I'm probably not supposed to talk about this, but this is one of her new candles that she's working on. It's called, just for reminiscing purposes, it's called Mouse Gear Magic, and you can relive.
Like dirty diapers.
You
and-
get to it's a
Oiled
love. I
carpet.
love the sound. I love the smell of Mouse Gear. Anyway,
You know
for those of us
what?
who-
What is funny?
I'm just kidding. She's not actually working on that, even though she should be.
You know what
she
is
would
funny?
never-
Actually, I can neither confirm nor deny whether she's working on it.
But-
She may be.
But
You never
Colin,
know.
I
Send her a
heard.
text message after the show and say, Lisa, are you making a candle that smells like diapers?
No, it doesn't smell like diapers.
I
Yes, it
heard.
did.
I heard
Other
another.
people agreed with me in the comments before.
I heard another podcast, another show. It is the one that is a little bit more. I would say a little bit more dramatic. But it is a bunch of people talking about Disney, and then one of them brought the same issue. They said, "Now
It smells awful.
it smells like diaper." And then it's-
Really?
Yes.
I never thought that.
Yeah,
It's a
me
thing.
too. Me too. I
a
never
thing.
had any issue with that. It would smell there.
The world may never know if you didn't recognize it before.
Maybe some people just travel around with their own aroma, and then anyway,
There's
I
another.
smell love.
we're not here to talk to you about.
There's another good thing that I would like to share, because actually it's something that came up last week, but due to the fact that we didn't in our last show there was no news of the week, I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's really important, because it's something actually I will try to teach you guys to go with me. It is the whole thing about the Avengers campus, and now we do have a date for the the inauguration and the start of the campus there. It's going to be July 4th.
None of us can get in, but we do have a date.
And I hope that they're gonna open pretty soon for the rest of the world, the rest
hope
of the
so.
humans.
This is in Disney California Adventure
Yes.
in Anaheim.
But buddies, what I like to ask you is that which is the thing in the campus that you're really waiting for?
I'm looking forward to the Spider-Man attraction.
I'm not that excited about that one, I have to tell you. It's not that I'm saying that it's not going to be a good one, but I don't know. There's something that
Yeah?
I
I don't know. To
started.
me, it just seems like simplistic, and I like simple attractions, and I like stuff that's not going to make me throw up. So, so that's on my list.
I like the whole idea of the interaction places like the Sanctum with the Doctor Strange. But the thing that is getting really exciting is the food.
The shawarma.
The shawarma, yes.
Yes, Carlos. I would embrace you if I could reach you.
The whole thing, because food in California, in the parks in California, is so
good.
so good. And sorry, Florida, but it's true. It's really good.
It's true.
So
Well,
can
they
you
just
imagine?
have to cram more of it into 2 parks instead of the 4.
Yes, and there's also the Pin Test kitchen that we don't know what they're gonna have there. So the whole anxiety and curiosity is. I'm so
You
ready
get
to go there.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm so
As
ready.
long as it's not any more of those hot pickle stuff or hot dog stuff, pickle stuffed
Yeah,
hot
with
dogs,
the peanut
things
butter
like-
and the
Buddy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, whatever that's about. I don't know what that's about.
On a
I'm gonna
diet,
try it, but I don't know what it's
on
about.
a diet,
Not a
buddy,
chance.
I will do that. I will do that right away. Even the
Oh yeah.
pickle.
Oh yeah, I gotta try
corn
it.
dog.
I
I
mean,
hate
if-
corn
if-
dogs, but I'll
You
do
hate
that.
corn?
You hate corn? What's wrong with you?
I like the corn dog fritters. I like the corn dog
little
lobster.
one?
But when it's corn dog with a dog, I don't like it. With the sausage, no. Strange, no,
Interesting.
yeah,
Ah, that's odd.
yeah.
More for me.
Exactly.
Buddies, I think Jason has something to comment too. There's
Something brief. Yeah, I think in addition to Disneyland, sticking with that for a second, in addition to the cast members being recalled, obviously for the reopening there, and things being in full swing, we've seen some videos circulating now of those parks getting ready. So it's super exciting, even for those of us who can't go right now because we're not vaccinated and we're not California residents and so forth. We will be able to go back soon enough. In Florida, in Walt Disney World, we are also getting more and more news about cast members being brought back. I think in preparation for kind of a more normalized season. Not normal. It won't be normal this summer. Let's be clear about that. But it's going to be more normal. We're seeing hours
Trending that way.
Hours that are being announced for the early summer months like June are looking more normal now. And of course, those are always subject to change as well. But every time they've changed in the past several weeks or month, we've seen them actually get longer, not shorter. Epcot at night is still magical. Being open until 11 p.m., it's magic. Especially since you can see they don't start when they're open till 11. They don't start showing Impressions de France until about 8:30. But that still gives you plenty of time to see it again and again and again and again. So there's that. Also, I'm getting word, and this is nothing official or from news sources, but I've heard from a few cast members, just a handful, that there is movement kind of back towards their home sort of assignment or resort. So for those who were typically
Possibly including some restaurants.
yeah, so it's for those who were typically assigned to a specific restaurant, and maybe even like a restaurant that is currently still closed. I'm not going to say anything beyond that. They're getting closer. Like, so maybe before they were at Epcot, and now they came back to that resort, and so it's like one step closer to being back at that restaurant. So that's giving me a lot of hope as well. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Also, it's been fun to see people, and I haven't been able to do this myself, but it's been fun to see people taking pictures, like PhotoPass pictures and selfies of themselves in the parks without the masks on, because right now you're allowed to do that with, standing still away from people. But that's been exciting to see as well, because to see people smiling, for real, smiling in the park again, that's incredible. Yeah. It's these little things that you didn't think, you just took for granted before.
And we can feel in the air already some change. And even here in Miami, we're seeing
that's summer. You feel in Miami?
No, but in our area, I'm a little bit far. I'm a little bit far from Miami Beach and things like that. But in our area, we're starting to feel a little bit different, and it's good. And I'm pretty anxious to be as soon as possible in Orlando well, there's also the new things in the castle, things like that I want to take a look. But but I really miss the good thing about Orlando now is always the friends. I miss miss Jason and everybody there, so it's good, and that's why we need to bring Collin as soon as possible to be here, and everybody needs to help us on that mission.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Riley is saying I miss Epcot. Wiltafun Lagoon. There's some doubt. There's some questions about which are the resorts that are starting to, because there's some of them that are closed and there were no news about that. Some of them are really good. I miss.
But we've also heard resorts we've heard about resorts that have been closed. Still, that are also getting lots of infrastructure improvements as well. So like even though you can't see it, even though you can't get there, they're not just sitting dormant. They're not just doing nothing.
And even the ones spaces you can see, like Polynesian, there's a lot of things happening there right
A
now.
lot happening, and quickly. And I think, look, that speaks volumes. I've said this a couple times, and I'm going to be at the Polynesian again tomorrow. I think the work that they're doing, there is serious and significant, and for them to take on that level of work during this time, I mean, I think it shows that they are kind of committed to making the most of the situation.
Even the new monorail station. I mean, they've got.
It's
coming quick. I saw some pictures this morning. There's a lot of things that have happened just in the few weeks that I've not been there. I mean, 2.5 weeks ago there was no platform. Now there is.
Now we saw the footers being poured last week, and there's a lot of stuff happening. So I'm going to be interested to see it tomorrow too.
But you know what? Probably you can see. Collin can see in Kentucky too, in Jason in Orlando. But what I'm seeing here in South Florida a lot is that everywhere I go, every single business that I'm passing in front of, I see a little sign: "We're hiring."
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, Carlos, every breath I take,
every step,
every move I make.
You watching him?
Oh, another one. Okay. Collin, anything from your side?
That's all I got. I think that's news for today, isn't it?
Really, let me get ready here. So now is the time.
Now's the best time. We're
every step you take, every breath you take, I'll be watching you, but please don't stand so close to me. And okay, so this is the crop factor. It's been a while that we don't have the crop, and Peter, I already see Peter saying, "Oh, crop." Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to make shirts that say that on them with a little tiny picture from the parks. All it says is, "Oh, crop."
So, Collin, explain to everybody what is the crop factor.
Yeah, so it is kind of what it sounds like. We take a photo from the parks, we crop it in as tight as we can get it in some cases, and you have to guess what it is. You can guess a place, you can narrow it down to a park, you can ask any type of clarifying questions that you want to until you can figure out where exactly it is in the park. Guesses are welcome. Educated guesses are even more welcome, but questions are recommended. So if you have them, go ahead and throw them in the comments. It's all about you guys. You guys are the ones helping us solve this. I know the answers, but these guys, well, Carlos does, but Jason doesn't. So we'll play along. We'll have some fun. And be sure to leave your comments. And if you're a first-time commenter, be sure to interact with us here. That's the fun part of this show.
But you know one thing? I think it's something related to that song. Because Collin went really sweet this time and really calm and really.
See, I thought one of these was hard, but we'll see. We'll see. I thought at least one of them was very easy, but the second one, depending on the way you ordered these, might catch some people off guard.
Collin, every little thing you do is magic. So don't worry about it. Just.
Yeah,
it's all great.
Why are we talking in song lyrics now?
And out there, like the do the
Did you notice that his light? Did you notice that his light is blue? He must have gotten the message that he didn't have to turn on his red light.
But we're talking.
The thing is, I know these ones.
But when it comes. When we're talking about the police, I'm start walking on the moon. Yeah. Okay, buddies. So let's go to the crop. Let's go to the crop. First image. Can I show it, Collin?
Let's see how fast somebody can get this, because I think this is the easy one.
It is going to be 2 seconds.
Rapid fire.
Right away. The
Rapid
first image.
fire.
Pay attention, Jason. Let's see if it's.
I'm trying.
This is the first crop.
Yeah, I think this is really easy.
Oh, you think so?
What's that? Is that a foot? What the heck? I gotta blow this up, and I can't see very well. Oh, okay.
This is pretty easy. I'm hoping somebody will get it, but let's rapid fire it. Let's see who can get it first. It's gonna be a race. Clearly, it hasn't. The delay hasn't caught up yet.
And Terry's asking, why did Carlos just swap Jason and Collin? Did he do a swap? He does that
probably,
sometimes.
Yes,
Does
it's
do-
probably.
He likes, he's a communal kind of
musical
guy.
chairs, but we don't
Yeah,
have to move,
yeah.
so
That's
it's even better.
we can't. We're bolted to the seats.
We
Yeah.
can't move, you idiot.
So let's see if we already have. Oh, yes.
We do have some people getting it.
Uh,
And there are actually some variety of answers here, which kind of shocked me, but gotta serve up a softball every once in a while.
yeah. So Colin, let me show the second crop just for
Yeah, go ahead. This kind of gives it away anyway.
Oh,
Jason, do you know where it is now?
I do. But it's kind of like it's.
He was
sort
just
of
there.
cheating. Yeah. Oh, don't say that.
You know the
Well,
first.
there's a lot of people that have already got it.
I
right.
know. People,
So let's go to the review
Yeah,
here.
so those of you that nailed it. I don't know who the first person was, to be quite honest with you.
And
Carlos, did you see who came through first?
the first one that I saw was Valerie. Valerie's.
I think that's the earliest
what I
I'm
see.
seeing.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I see
Yeah.
too. Yep.
But well
AOA.
done.
Yes.
Beat
and
him
then
to the punch on the
Sarah.
rapid fire.
Way to go for high
And then
speed
Carlene was talking about and talk about the cars. The cars is also a favorite one here.
yeah.
It's a
And
nice land.
Chrissy also said, Chris
Good
Shepard, buddy, how is Chris Shepard doing there? It's already in Orlando. He's already there.
Yeah, in Orlando. Yeah, he made it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she was talking about the cars area though. think she was talking about the.
Is there another side conversation that we missed?
I think she was talking about the cars, the band, and
Oh.
that's
Now I have Shake It Up in my head.
yeah. Well, we're moving in stereo.
Life is a highway.
We're moving on stereo. Yeah, or there's other.
No rascal flash.
Since you're gone, you might think.
Oh yeah, a lot of people say that.
Hello again. Well, the cars was part of our first introduction here in the. Yeah.
What was that? Was that a drum?
No,
That's your head, Jason. It's
this
just
was my
rattling
hand.
around in there.
It's like the little marble.
Like, oh, look, it went to one side.
okay, so let's go
Oh,
to
it's
let's go to the second image, first crop. Do you think that's going to be harder, this one?
I honestly don't remember what the second one was. Oh, yes, I do. I do remember what the second one was.
I
It'll
got it
depend.
right away,
Depend
too.
on their frame of reference here. So go ahead.
So let's go to the first crop. Jason, do you know which is?
And if Jason doesn't get this, I'm going to be disappointed.
Wait it. Oh, is this a? Did you throw a little? Did you get tricky?
A little bit.
Okay. I like tricky Colin.
Let's see. Laura is saying Pandora.
Kinda mix it up. These people are
Chris
good at
Civic saying Tower of Terror. Michael Riley, Quarry of Terror. Zach, our friend Zach Brown, is saying Guardians of the Galaxy Mission
Zach
Breakout. Chris Shepard is Guardians of the Galaxy. Caleb, Haunted Mansion. Tower of Terror is what Carlene is saying. Mark
Now, people-
Johnson.
Quick than I thought it might be.
Some people are saying Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which I need to point out
That
is in
I tried
Disney
to go.
California
I
Adventure Park.
really tried
And
to
so
go
if
there.
So I just want to I don't want the answer. I just want to know, like, is it in the rules to go outside of Walt Disney World to another park?
Well, I make the game, so yes.
Would you say you write the songs that
Maybe.
make the whole world sing?
Maybe.
You write the songs of love and special things?
I have no idea.
The songs that make the young girls cry? Do you write the
I've done
songs,
that,
Colin?
but no.
Do you write the songs?
Oh my gosh! Let's go to the second crop because I think people already got it. So, but I want to show the second crop. And what about now,
This one
Jason?
again gives it away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We're heading
I'm not
to the
gonna say
West
it.
Coast on that one.
But people have said it.
Terry
been
Stinson
said.
is saying tomorrow entrance. No.
There's some
The new, that's the new.
variety.
Doreen loved the Barry Manilow.
That's the new Tomorrowland entry. You like the Barry Manilow? Yeah.
So those
I
who
like-
guessed it, I don't know if anybody got it right away.
Actually,
but a few people got it
Chris,
pretty quickly.
you were the second. He was the second.
Was he?
Yes. They
Yeah,
were.
it is Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yep.
which is a great series of movies.
And I have a story about that because I really tried to go to the attraction, and then for some
Yeah,
reason
sure.
Jason didn't want to face a 40-minute line and
Sure.
said no, and that's why I never
Closed, remember?
tried this one because Jason.
I even said, just go in the queue. You just experience the queue. The queue's that good.
We ate hot dogs instead.
And you know me, I don't even want to stand. I don't even like to stand in queues, but this guy.
How do I let guys? I'm sorry. I have to block someone from Facebook here right now. Just
Okay.
block for the.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Happens.
Guys. So let's. So the third one. The third one, I think, will be. It will be harder. It will be a little bit harder, I think.
This one's harder.
Yeah.
This one I know because I saw
this
the
is creative.
It's good. It's well done. I will tell you that. It's well done.
Let's go to the third one. So this is the crop
Ooh.
one. Ooh.
Ooh. Clever. This could be so many things, though. If people get this right away, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But I need a specific answer here. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I've got at the moment.
As opposed to
I
a
need
non-specific answer?
Non-specific will not win you the game tonight.
Okay. I'm not going to ask any questions because I don't want to give anything away.
They're just now coming through.
There was some music reference too from down on here. Dancing in the Dark, yes. Spaceship
Doreen,
Earth.
it is an archway, but I'm going to need more specific.
Chris is saying
than that.
Pirates Q. Zach saying Pirates? Well, Zach is against the rules. You have to affirm, never ask.
No questions. This is not Jeopardy.
An archway. Morocco is what's saying Stephen Schools. Mark Jones, Ariel's Grotto.
Yeah, Alex.
Valerie is saying
clever.
under Thunder Mountain. Yes, it is. Yeah, got it.
You're still asking
Kelly-
questions, Zach. None of these count.
Kelly is saying Rontos. Rontos make chance. That makes sense. Galaxy's Edge is what our buddy is Ben is saying. Pirates is what Laura is betting. Carrie Krieger says Cinderella Fountain behind the castle.
So those of you mentioning pirates are on the right track, but that's not the answer I'm looking for.
Yes, and so can I do the second scene, please? The second crop.
Sure. It gives you a little bit more. But again, I need a specific answer. And I'll clarify that statement if nobody gets it here in a minute.
I'm waiting for somebody. I'm waiting for people to respond. Like, oh, that's right. We can't hear them. He's like, I need a specific answer. Crickets. Oh, that's yeah, that's right. So Terry says, and Collin Kendall.
It's true, but
You
Zach doesn't
said
count.
questions were welcome at the beginning of the game, and you just told Zach. I like Terry. She's a good
Zach doesn't get
rule
any
follower.
questions. No,
She's a good enforcer of the
Zach
rules
doesn't
too.
count. Everybody else can ask as many questions they want, just not
Like,
Zach.
this is, ouch.
But you know one thing, because
I still love you, Zach. It's all good.
yeah.
It's okay.
At least somebody does.
But she's saying prisoners in pirate. That's the thing, because we're trying to go as much more specific as we can. Jail
Now, Zach,
scene.
I will
Which, that's
say you
pretty
are
good.
very, very close, but I need even more specific than that.
Ben is saying jail scene. Pirates.
You want more specific than the
Yeah,
jail
I need to know where this is. No. Look at Zach's other answer.
Why would just look? You hate Zach so much, you want me to look at all his answers. I don't understand. Mixed messages.
So Zach said the villains after hours event, and I will clarify that this happens only during that event and the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
You just have to place where this individual is.
if we put all of Zach's answers together, we probably
Possibly. I need him to do it though. That's how you win this game. Come on, you've got this, Zach. I'm on your team here for once. String them together, my friend.
feel like I've seen correct.
You have to
I don't-
start to bring now. Due to Zach is here, start to bring Queen's song names to the conversation.
There you go. So while Zach figures it all together, he was right in almost every capacity here. So it is Pirates of the Caribbean. It is Villains After Hours. But essentially, this is the dungeon scene. But it's the first one, not the second one. Because they do this in two different sections of the attraction sometimes.
The jail scene,
But-
as some people would call it, the jail scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
So is
No. It's
did you just say Nanu?
no. It's not.
Nanu.
It's not the jail scene from the attraction.
Not the typical,
Yeah.
it's not the typical jail scene. Yeah.
And the first time I saw the guy scared
do
scared
it
me
on
a lot.
purpose?
Let's see.
And there's typically another one about halfway through on the left, either between the fountains or in the next
Yep.
queued off area. It's really neat to see in person. So Villains After Hours or Halloween Party.
Michael, I was about to say it too. Shazbot.
What is chess butt? What is that? Explain me.
It's
And
Mork from Mork. Mork from Mork. It's from Mork and Mindy. Robin Williams. Come on, really?
we didn't.
No.
No.
Okay, anyway.
Crickets. No.
You know Happy Days?
Oh yes.
don't have-
Happy Days. We had
So
a
this was a spin-off.
Fonzo. Yes.
This was like a spin-off of Happy Days, but in a
We
weird
used
way.
to have a Christmas ornament that was a jukebox that would play the Happy Days song. Still have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fun fact.
But one thing I have to ask people, everybody, is that please don't forget to send. I don't know if you notice, we run out of the Now is the Time videos. Actually, I just received one from Elena from Rio, like minutes before the show, so there was no time to put it together. But please send to our use our community page to send a message to us and with your video for the Now is the Time, and we missed that. Our
He has to rely on me
Yes.
otherwise. And
yes, and
oh, it's that.
and
really?
that's why I have to ask you. Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
I love Kelly. One thing, this is a really nice topic. What the ones that we pick up today, it was really fun and nice to do. I think it's going to be a nice top 3 for you guys because our topic is the top 3 light effects in the parks. And one thing I like to confess to you guys is that I'm kind of geek with all the lighting designs and things for a long time. I always had it's not a hobby, but people know that I like to go to concerts, and Jason, Jason, Collin, I'll repeat that. I like that to go to concerts due to the music, yes, but I also like because of production and lights. I love that. So in particular when the concerts are with you have no huge production, huge light effects, I'm crazy about it. So everything.
Well, I need to introduce you to a friend of mine, a guy that I know from Facebook because of the photography space. He's in lighting and Imagineering.
Oh.
Yeah, we
And I
start the
love that.
conversation. That'd be fun to talk to him.
So the idea is
I
not.
hear it's a hot topic.
Where's that sound effect, Carlos?
Yeah. I'm getting rusty on that because there's so many things here. But there's the whole idea here is not we're not talking about special effects. There's even the nuances of the lightning design that can, affect the whole experience. So that is the whole thing about this. So who is going to start with that?
Well, I want to start off by saying there was never a rule that we weren't talking about special effects.
No, it's
I kind of did.
Okay.
no.
Just make sure we're.
No, I'm just saying this. Not
Depends on how
only
you
thinking
categorize.
about
It
spec.
could be anything, right?
Yeah.
It could be that
A
it could
little
be the light
nuance, a little-
shining on the
yes,
plant in the
yes,
corner of the
yes.
room. Right.
That's the whole thing. Who's going to start
Your
that?
list too.
Sorry.
The plant in the middle, in the corner of the room. Yeah, it's on my list too. Yeah.
Okay, Chris is saying I'm the same, Carlos. If something stands still long enough, I put the lights on it. Yeah, but the thing is that who's got starting? Collin, you're the first one. So
Oh, here we go.
so Collin, let me bring your. Do you remember which one it is?
No, because I didn't send them in any order.
Oh yeah, so I pick
just
up
sent
the.
you three. So it
That's
depends on
your
how you
number
put 'em
3.
in.
That's your number 3.
Okay, so this was my one cheat for the night to take you guys out to the West Coast, and it's just because it doesn't exist on the East Coast, and I really think it should, and I think it should sooner rather than later because it's probably very possible. But it's when you're in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland, when you go into I guess it's the blasting mine area. You have a special effect lighting effect where ours just kind of makes noise and has some flashing lights. Theirs actually has an entire projection overlay with a smoke and fog effect. So it looks like the mine's catching on fire. There's burst all around you. And if you've not experienced it or don't expect it and you've ridden the Walt Disney World one, it is very different. And it's kind of shocking, but in a really good way. It's very authentic and it feels very real. It's almost like there's a warmth to it, even though there really is no fire inside of that.
That's just me
Confined space. It's just Jason sitting next to you in the vehicle.
cuddling
I was by myself, for the record. Somebody we were
from
waiting on to
behind.
get there
It
from
was
the
awkward.
airport. But yeah, if you get the chance to go out to Disneyland, definitely make it a point to ride Thunder Mountain. It's actually quite different than ours, and well worth a visit. Well worth a ride through. Even if you think, hey, we have one of those on the East Coast, definitely ride the West Coast version.
I love that. But one thing I have to ask everybody, because I'm seeing the comments with song names. Don't Bring Me Down, Hot Blooded. I think I love it. I'm loving that. But one thing that I like to ask everybody: don't forget to like our show both in Facebook and YouTube. We really need that. Don't forget to give your thumbs up.
And if you hit the little reaction button
Yes.
on the post, that helps us too. Like, yay, smile, laugh, whatever, any of the above.
It's
Just
Carlos's
not the
oxygen.
sad one, please.
It's Carlos's oxygen. If you want Carlos to breathe, you should make sure you hit the like.
Maybe we shouldn't have said that.
buddies. Jason, now it's your turn. So you're gonna be the
second. I'll be the first second. Okay, my number 3, if it's what I remember it being, is taking us to either coast. This happens on. I can't say that it happens in Disneyland Paris or anywhere else, but at the Space Mountain in both Walt Disney World and Magic Kingdom, as well as Disneyland, you have there's actually 2 different tunnels, but this picture is of the, I believe, the first, right, when you're as you're about to kind of go up the hill. That star tunnel I love, or not star tunnel, whatever you call it. It's the light tunnel. People call it different things. Some people call it the blue tunnel, the blue light tunnel, the light tunnel, the blue whatever that is.
Flashes and makes a lot of noise.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this picture was actually taken back in 2012 during the very first 24-hour event on the leap year. And so I don't know what time of day it was, in the middle of the night sometime. But this person in front of me was wearing Mickey ears. I was like, this is great picture. And I just love that effect. I love, like, it just gets you ready. And also it I think it does enough. The flashy does enough to your eyes to make everything seem even darker. When you're about to go in. So I love it. I love that effect. It's simple. It's been around for a long time, but it's one of my favorite lighting effects.
Terrifying when it's off.
I never experienced when it's off. I never.
Well, you have to get on the
If I
attraction
remember correctly,
occasionally.
well, I have been on it.
No, but you know, Space Mountain is one of the few that I go easily, no problem.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Last time I was on that one, it didn't set well, but it was Villains After Hours, and they turn off all of the lights, so that's pretty disorienting compared to the little series of lights that they have. Everything's off.
The
And they blare
overlay, the Halloween overlay in Disneyland is amazing.
Oh, really?
I heard the Star
So
Wars
good.
one they do out there is supposed to be really cool too.
That I've never experienced, but the Halloween overlay is just fantastic. Really, really well done. Anyway, that's my number 3.
Okay.
Space Mountain.
Okay, I love it. I love it, Jason, and it's really special. It's classic, simple, and really special. I like that. Let's go to my list. My number 3. It is actually a good example of what I said. Is the production and the designing, and it's a combination of projection, effects, animatronics, and lights. LED lights and fiber optics is beautiful. It is actually in the Frozen attraction in the Norway Pavilion, and it's when it's what we call the Let It Go moment. And I have a little video to show, and you're gonna understand. It's pretty quick. I needed to bring him there. Collin, are you?
I think I'm frozen.
You're frozen.
Oh, look at
Can you hear me? I'm frozen. At least I'm smiling. There it is. We're back.
And I
We're
showed
back.
the
Thanks,
frozen
Gordo.
and Collin frozen.
Thank you.
I like that. I love
No,
that.
we're back. We're frozen again.
I love that thing. Do you think are you okay for Collin?
I don't know. Am I moving?
No, you're
on
moving.
your screen?
Yeah, you're moving my
Okay,
screen
we're
now.
good then.
I hope so. It is frozen a little bit. There's something probably strange with your end
No,
in
it's
terms
just
of
something
internet.
strange.
Yeah. There's something
There's
strange
something
in the
because
neighborhood.
I'm
yeah.
on the other end of the camera.
Yeah. People are strange. Yeah. But when you're a stranger, well, and I just noticed that Jason was also freezing. So Walt is
it's
saying
not
Carlos
my-
is a great choice. Let's see. Let's move ahead. Let's go to Collins for his second one. Do you remember which is your second one, Collin?
No.
Okay, so I will show you. No problem. I will show you too.
Yeah, just show it. Just
We're
don't
just
even
gonna
ask.
start
Just
picking
assume
them
I
for
don't
you
know the
next-
order. They're not in any particular order. So this one is Pandora Waterfalls, and I know it's kind of the opt-out answer. Look at that, I'm frozen again. Can we hear me okay?
Mhm.
I can
Is
hear
that
you
okay?
fine.
Is that going
Yep.
through? Okay.
Keep on.
So the Pandora Waterfalls, it's kind of that transition from sunset to darkness because the lights come on in the water areas themselves. And it creates kind of a unique effect. It almost looks like icing kind of running off the hills and little valleys and little crevices around through Pandora as a whole. And there's little unexpected things, like you've got the electronic plants and things like that. So the lighting there really makes a huge difference to not only I don't even, that's not even a word, but I want to say like exemplify.
Because they make up
things,
words in
but
Pandora anyway.
That's
You might
true.
as well join
they
them.
do. Exactly. I just come up with my own series of words.
That's right.
But there's something about it that adds so much life to that area, and even the sounds change in the area to kind of complement what you're seeing around you. And it's one of the few places in Walt Disney World that it really does change drastically from day to night. And the waterfalls very much feel like they're otherworldly in a strange place, or like in a different planet. And it's the only place on property that I think you can see something quite like this. And I'm a little biased because in photos, if you do long exposures in this land, it's quite the chore, but they turn out really smooth as a result because it's just a trickle of water that comes down through the hills there. So if you
Would
get
you
a
say the
chance,
hills are
definitely
alive?
experience it. Yes, possibly with the sound of music.
That's going to sound of water, but okay.
But yeah, a
It's
lot
not
of
the
people.
backside of water, but it's water.
A lot of people is also with you on that, Collin, and
It's incredible.
it's
Yeah,
incredible.
especially if you've never seen it before. I mean, for us, we've seen it quite a few times, but if the first time you see it, it's something that you will remember for quite some time, no matter how you feel about Pandora or the movies or the atmosphere in Animal
movies?
Kingdom. There's movies. I've not seen the whole movie start to finish.
Really?
No, never. Watch bits and pieces of it on TV, but it's like 4 hours long. I don't have that kind of time.
You need a lot of snacks.
I only watched once. I have to admit it, and it's funny because everybody that I talked to is like, yeah, once too. Anyway, I went to the IMAX to see in the IMAX to have the whole experience.
I heard it was fantastic.
It was beautiful. It's a beautiful, but I only saw it once. Okay, Jason, let's go to your second of the top 3 best light effects in the parks.
So my number 2 actually takes me to my number 1 attraction, which, as you guys know, is Tower of Terror. And I adore.
To France.
My favorite attraction is Tower of Terror. I adore this attraction for so many reasons, which I won't get into tonight. But one of them is are the lighting effects throughout the attraction, including the queue. Because the queue would not be nearly as spooky if it wasn't for the lighting in that room. However, the part that I really think is fantastic in terms of the lighting effects are on that 5th dimension level, which I don't have any pictures or video of because you're not supposed to do that, so I don't. And as you guys know, I'm a rule follower. But if you've been on the attraction, you know what I'm talking about. It's that part where you get this sort of last part of the story, and then the elevator doors close. You go up another level. The elevator doors open, and then you begin to you see all sorts of interesting things and stuff, like the special effects that are happening, and then you move forward through the hallway, and you're like, what is happening? And this doesn't happen in Disneyland. And well, number one, they don't have Tower of Terror there anymore, but it didn't happen even when they did. They just didn't have this part of the attraction. And I think it's what makes it so special, because you're like, I have my elevator. How's my elevator moving? How's my elevator moving and turning and twisting? So good. And the light, it's all about the lighting. It's all about the lighting. And then you get to that one part where the door opens. It's like like that, like the light. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, that's it. And like, you guys have no understanding of what I'm talking about.
Nope.
You know one thing, Jason, that's the only attraction that I would say to you that it's been 15 years that I don't go there, and that I can go to the Rock roller coaster, to other coasters, even to the Incredible coaster. I will go, no problem, but that one not.
So this is what. So if you said, okay, Jason, what would your top 3 dreams be? If you could have any top 3 things happen in the Disney parks,
to go with you there.
What would it do? I think my number 3 dream would be, assuming that I can also ask for 3 more dreams. My number 3 would be I want my buddies Carlos and Collin to be able to ride this attraction without any kind of drop. So take us through the attraction.
So you don't want to throw up on your shoes.
Well,
in other words,
the drop, which actually isn't a drop. It's actually, the whole thing's controlled the entire time. The drop isn't. That's not the best part of the attraction. The best part of the attraction, like, so if you were able to go into the elevator shaft and it slowly returned you. Right, I think you would do it then, right?
I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. I
never believe Jason if they told him if he said that this is what's going to happen. They've cleared it for this.
Well, maybe no, that's cast member told
but
you.
No
way that's true.
Let me explain one thing to Amy. Amy is not that I don't like. I love. I think my recollection of the attraction is amazing. It's beautiful, but I can ride it. I cannot ride it.
Yeah, I could do it if it was one drop. The repeated nature of it would not end well for me, unfortunately, because I'd love to write it just for the story and the photos that I probably am not supposed to take, but I'd probably do it anyway.
Okay, let me go to
flash. It's okay.
Let me go to my number 2, and for this number 2, I do have a video that would show everything. Probably that video will give us a little.
Let it go.
No, it's going.
This is an honorable mention 1, 2, or 3.
No. The honorable mention is coming by the end. But this probably gonna have some strikes. We're gonna have some copyright strikes there. But let's see. Right. Let's see. But actually, this
walls have ears.
Yeah. What I want to explain is that this is a good example of lightning design using to enhance the experience in a way that become totally different. And actually, I'm talking about Savi's workshop. And before, when we did the top 3 stores inside the park, I even tried to consider that Savi's could be on the list, but Savi's is not actually a store. Savi's is an experience. So the whole thing is so amazing. And I like to say it's probably one of the best experience in Walt Disney World. So let me show you, and you're going to understand how the lights help the whole experience. Take a look.
We should probably prefer.
Lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and darkest enemies. His apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and so we hear Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda himself, and of course, Luke Skywalker. Violet, rare and beautiful, like the one wielded by Mace Windu. Red, by many, it is called the color of power. The color we seem to have got off of that edge, so we can now continue on to the next stage of the what's happening?
Well done. Chosen not much with skill you have. Chosen with heart. When joined, they are much more they will become. For you, it is time.
Master Yoda, it is indeed time to take our first step. The final stage is upon us. The bond between Saber and Builder is about to be forged. Place a hand on the hilt of your saber, and together we will activate. Come forward, Builders, and activate. Now go ahead, Builders. Raise those lightsabers. Builders, you have all built lightsabers, just like the Jedi and Sith who came before you.
And I was saying,
I just stop it. I was loving it.
yeah, but I could. There was I was
You ran out of
I was
foot.
I haven't
sobbing.
done it yet. I'm so
I was
excited.
sobbing when I did that because actually the one who was holding this was Pedro, my son, and then and I was sobbing. The moment that the Yoda started to shows up, and then the camera bounces like we go. I was crying. Okay.
Somebody get him a tissue.
Yeah.
Many Jedi's have a tissue.
Colin. But that's the whole thing.
On Pratt somewhere.
The changing of colors, the way that they designed the whole thing, the whole experience, it is mind blowing. It is, and so the lightning design in that experience is like 90% of the whole thing is perfect.
I believe this is the only thing in Galaxy's Edge I've not done yet.
You need to do that. We need to do that. I think we need to do
Have
it
you,
together.
Jason?
We should do it together.
Yeah, we need to do it
We
together.
should. We can
Yes.
get the robes too.
Yes. Yes. Will you wear the robe?
We had to make
You
a video
both
like that.
already were. I have pictures.
know.
I have pictures of
I
that.
know.
I have.
And we look darn good in those
Yes,
robes.
it was
too.
beautiful.
Pulled it off.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, Mace Windu would have been proud.
Okay, so let's go to
Next
Colin's.
time we go to Disneyland, we'll have to do it out there.
Colin's number one.
Number one.
Do you remember which
What
one
is
it is?
it? No, of course I don't. Have I remembered the last two? I know what
It's
the
the one
three
you
are. I
haven't
don't know
talked
the
about yet.
actors.
It's
Yeah.
just the one
Now
haven't
you got
talked
it.
about
You
yet.
got it.
Yeah, I got it. So this one is the most obscure one on my list, and I was shocked when I said this because Carlos actually agreed with me on it. That it's a really unique lighting setup, and it's actually in New Fantasyland as you approach Gaston's Tavern. That whole area over in there, as day kind of transitions into night, it gets, in an odd way, the space kind of warms up because there's the warm lighting. It's also backlit, and then the fountain lights up as well. And in the distance, if you could look from the other direction, you can also see the castle in the distance. And around Christmas, when they had the projections on the castle, the lighting lines up perfectly with the back of the fountain here. So the combination of all that, and then you have the water pouring out and the kind of blue lighting accents, which typically are kind of frustrating for photographers in the Disney space because they light everything with blue light for some unknown reason. But it really sets up quite nicely. The lamps have a little flicker to them. It's just a really warm and welcoming atmosphere. One of my favorite lands to kind of explore at night because it's very quiet back there because Gaston's Tavern isn't open all that late. You got the store there as well, but there's just kind of a quieter feel back in there. And all those attractions are kind of, the lines taper off and the queues kind of taper off, minus Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in the late evenings. And it just has a really nice feel to it. You can sit back there, enjoy a few moments, relax a little bit, and just kind of enjoy the views as the castle's in the distance. It's just kind of a nice spot.
Yeah, but it is that spot is always got my attention too in terms of the lighting and the whole thing that they did. That is special.
Yeah, and it's very unexpected. Like it's not something you'd go looking for, but when you stumble across, you're like, oh, this is really nice. They've done a really great job of this. So.
Yep.
Because everywhere else,
that's
why
it is.
Not so great. But
it's great everywhere, but it's just different here.
Jason, let's go to your number one.
I think mine might be shocking in terms of it being my number one. But honestly, and you guys were there when we were on the WDW Radio podcast episode about the one with Walt. And you remember there was that question that Lou asked, which was if there was one attraction you could show Walt, kind of maybe show off technology or whatever. What would it be? And at least one of the ones I picked was this one, which is the Epcot experience.
Yep.
Which I don't even think technically counts as an attraction, but I think it is so masterfully done in terms of how they use I don't want to say a simple technology, but a technology that isn't brand new anymore, but by using models and how many projectors is it? It's like I don't remember. It was more than it's like a lot, like a lot, double digit slots, and the way that they make the room come alive and make every experience unique because you can't look at everything, you can't see everything happening, like the screen that surrounds you in the room and everything happening in the middle. If only we had a video to show people what I'm saying. Yes. Oh, you do. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Let's go to the video.
We call it
Epcot will always be in a state of
Welcome to the digital city, where playing is a way of life. Here we go!
There's a magical new interactive trail to explore where water is alive and waiting to play.
Dude, I literally have goosebumps.
Yep.
Like right now, just listening to I love it, and I know Collin said he doesn't really kind of go there anymore.
Yeah,
dude,
I went once or twice.
You gotta go again.
Dude.
It's magical every time. Every time, I love it. I know they've scaled it back because it to reflect changes that have been made.
Yeah, just
in
aren't
the
gonna
planning.
happen. Yeah,
But it's so. Forget all of those things. I think forever it'll still for me occupy a space like in the top echelon of what things that Disney has done in terms of this just beautiful way of showing what's coming next and getting people excited about it, and the music, and the effort they put into this, if it's even just, I mean, if everything they're doing in Epcot has that spirit in it, in terms of what they did to produce this, it's going to be incredible.
Jason,
Incredible.
do you remember, are you aware that actually the first time that they showed that maquette was actually in D23 because there was a booth, that,
I wasn't there to see it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
but there was no projections. What we
So they show, what did they show? The video on
the video in the
model
back
was there,
and
if I
only the
remember
model
correctly, yeah.
and the model, and there was I remember reaching someone there that said no, after the parks and resorts presentation we're gonna have a surprise, and it did not happen. So that's why I started to feel the rumors that there was some last minute decisions that some things were not go there. Okay. So probably that's what happened. Let's see. I don't. But
it's beautiful.
But it's
I love
beautiful.
It's a well utilized space too, which would not typically be used at all because it's basically gone so empty for so long. Even right now, they're not using it for the festival stuff anymore. So it's kind of nice that they're actually using that, even if for some people it's just a cut through or it's something you would stop and enjoy for a few minutes. That is a nice thing to have in the parks.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's go to my first one, and my first probably is one of the oldest one there. Actually, it's not there, and I hope that I'm not saying it's not there anymore. I hope that it's going to be back. But it's in Epcot, and I'm just talking about one of the simple things that we have there, and I know that is one of the favorite for a lot of people, and it's the little fiber optic sidewalk effects that you have both sides in the east and the west side. But in the east you have those formations. You used to have that, and for me that is for a long time, for a really long time. It's one of my favorite things in Walt Disney World. Epcot is my favorite park, and that during that time of day when you're leaving and you face that sidewalk was always amazing. And I really wish that after we have the whole refurbish and the whole transformation of Future World going to this what's supposed to be the celebration area, that we're gonna have those lights back.
So did you notice in the front entrance that there is something similar there now? No. Yeah. With the picture you all made fun of me when I was like on the ground trying to I was trying to get some of that. It didn't turn out very well, but the there are if you look the next time you're there, the next time you're there, take a look. There's at first I thought maybe
it will
glitter
be
or
back,
something, but
because there's an aspect to it that, I mean, I've posted photos of this before, and I know it was kind of a guilty pleasure for photographers, and the fact that if you had the right equipment, you had a soft, shallow depth of field, they literally turned into like these really smooth, kind of reflective elements in photos. But like when you post photos like that, there's so many people that tie that to a story. Like, hey, we were walking down the park one night and my kid noticed this and it stuck with me for the next 20 years. And I don't think Disney's going to let those stories just go undone. I think it'll be back to some extent, because that area is not really being like torn up per se. I mean, it's being redone, but it's not like completely going away. Like that walkway will be back. So I have a feeling there will be something there to replace it, and even potentially something better.
And I to bring a song title to that, but it's going to be obscure for many people. It's a song from the Smiths, and it's called "There's a Light That Never Goes Out." But I have to bring two honorable mentions. Let me do that.
Oh, of course.
No, I really did.
You're pulling a Jason here. You're cheating on your own.
And I'm gonna bring, and it's going to be a stretch because it's not from Walt Disney World. It's not from Disneyland, California. And actually,
Incredible Global?
We're going outside U.S. and we're going to France. We're going to Disneyland Paris. And I have two honorable mentions and two things that they did in terms of projection mapping and lighting. The first one is with the Phantom Manor. The Phantom Manor is the haunted mansion there. Mm-hmm. And it's and actually I went there during the Halloween night in 2019. And they did, it's a brief video, but look what they did with the exterior of the mansion. Look, take a look. The interesting thing is that they project, and sometimes a little figure would appear peeking in the window. It's like that. It's pretty fun.
That was Jason.
Right.
And the other thing
I've
is
been known to
that they do have there what they call the adventure Île. It's like the adventure. It's the island of adventure, the adventure isle, and the island has is a rock formation that it's like a skull next to a pirate ship. I have a video that shows that during the day, but what they do during the night is amazing also in terms of projection mapping lights. Take a look. Beautiful, beautiful.
That's spooky.
Yes, spooky. It was Halloween night.
Spooky.
It was Halloween night, so everything was spooky there. But what was really nice.
And he's speaking French.
Yeah,
That's very educated.
No wonder I didn't understand it.
Colin's like trying to sort it out. Like,
Huh?
Then so this is and this was our top 3, and I hope everybody like it. Talking about liking it, don't forget to give your thumbs up for the episode, for the video. But yes, Caleb, this is Disneyland Paris. Yes, DLP, and I'm getting right.
Yeah, you got it right. We're good.
Yeah,
we're
we're
good.
I thought something.
GLP. Yes, but is this? I love this. I love this top 3. It will be one of
Got earwax on it or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
No, not yet.
Not doing anything.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the time.
No, I'm not trying to move on.
No, it's not.
I'm not trying
No,
to move on.
it's not the time.
I literally got something. Anyway.
Well, but I think we're talking about Hall of Fame, so now is the time.
Oh, now you want to move on?
Yes.
Oh, now's the best time.
Gosh, I love that song. So this is our Hall of Fame. The whole idea here is that we're gonna take the top 3 from the last week, and we put it on a poll in our After Hours community, and you voted for and remember that our topic last week was the top 3 places to shelter from the rain inside the parks. So you voted, and the vote was, let me show. It was actually, since the beginning, People Mover was ahead on the poll, and it was the first one, the top one. Second was just outside Katsura Grill, followed by the Land Pavilion, Spaceship Earth, Pirates of the Caribbean. So the People Mover is our Hall of Famer now, and got it there as a place to shelter from the rain, and it could be a Hall of Famer for other reasons too. But
Place to cuddle.
Yeah.
Place to take a nap.
Yes.
Place to.
Or even classic.
See
Next
fireworks.
week's top 3
Fireworks.
places
Yes.
to cuddle at Walt Disney World.
Oh,
Place-
God, it would be a. How have we
No,
not
we're
done
not
that
doing
yet?
that.
But
We grown
Valentine's
men
Day?
cannot cover that topic.
What are you talking about? Valentine's Day. We totally can cover that topic.
let's
There's a reason I was in Kentucky for that one.
so the People Mover is along with really special Hall of Famers. We're getting our all pretty populated now.
I have to go to 2 pages.
See,
we're gonna need a bigger
go
vote.
yeah, we're gonna get a bigger page sooner or later. So that was our Hall of Fame. I love that. And I don't know if we're gonna get to a point that we're gonna have the Hall of Fame of the Hall of Fame. We start to have a match between Hall of Famers. Yep. Yeah, could be that.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be that other thing.
Yes. What?
I wasn't going to talk about it.
The thing that
is it okay
started to butter you before.
The little flutter. The little flutter that I feel in my heart. The flutter that's.
Was that sound when your brain rolled to one
Can you
side?
hear it?
It was that
No, I'm not
clunk
hearing
noise.
that.
It's like a purr. It's like a. Can you not hear it?
It's Carlos.
Oh, what is that sound then?
Yes, what's that sound? Jason, can you explain to our friends? And I hope there's some people there for the first time. They're going to watch and the replay. They're going to say, what's that sound? What are you talking about?
What's that sound?
So Jason will explain that.
I will try my best. What's that sound is yours and mine, and if it's your first time, it will be your favorite segment, of course, here on After Hours, where we will play for you a brief little sound from somewhere in Walt Disney World. And these are all from Walt Disney World. We're not tricky like Collin. Your job is to tell us what that sound is and where it's coming from, somewhere in Walt Disney World, whether it be a park or a resort or somewhere else. Go ahead and guess away, ask questions. The rules are loose here with What's That Sound. It's a fun game. Try your best. It's not so tricky. I don't think tonight's very tricky. Do you think tonight's tricky?
There is one that is pretty easy, I think.
We're never right. Why do we even assume?
We think like, tonight's not. And Collin doesn't know.
No.
Which is always fun, also.
Mm-hmm.
Fun's a word. I don't know if it's the right word.
I don't know which order these are in, but why don't we hear the first one?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna surprise you with the other order. So in 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Carlos screaming on Tower of Terror?
It was even worse than that. It was even worse than that. Yeah. No, I lost my dignity there. No.
It's not the first time.
So
it's the only time we have it on recording.
I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it in 1, 2, and 3. There's something tricky about that one.
So Chris Shepard says Around the Lake at Epcot. Mark Jones says Dumbo. Doreen says Carousel. Diane says Splash Mountain. Lisa says Dumbo. Michael says Keeping Up Appearances, which I've never heard of that attraction, but I think that sounds great. Chrissy says Seven Dwarfs. Kelly says The Bridge, watching Splash Mountain drop.
See, Splash Mountain was going to be my guess, but there's something else there, I think.
And Peter says American Adventure Pavilion. Carlene says I hear a high-pitched motor, which could just be Carlos's fluttering heart.
It's arrhythmia.
Chris Shepard says Tomorrowland area music. I like that these are all over the place. I actually thought that this one was going to be easy.
No, that's one.
But many of you, look, the bulk of you have the correct park. I will tell you that. So, am I allowed to say which park it is?
Yeah, you're.
It is in the Magic Kingdom. It is in the Magic Kingdom.
Somebody screaming.
I will repeat for the last time.
Okay.
In 1, 2, and 3.
Oh. What was happening in there?
There's someone that got really, really close to it.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Um, yeah, I actually would accept that. Yeah,
You would
yeah.
accept the one that I'm thinking here?
I don't know if it's the one that I'm thinking. Then yes.
I will bring a song.
Okay? Is it a song by I don't know somebody's last name may be Gabriel?
No,
No. Well, then you're wrong.
no, no.
Is it? Is it?
He knows a lot of songs.
Oh, so is oh yes, yes. Could be also
Right.
by the
Maybe. Go ahead.
no, because actually the I didn't saw. He's in the one
Oh.
he's in the right one, but there was another one that was pretty close to that. And the song
Yes.
that would say about that the other one that was close was a song from the Cars called Magic. Oh, it's magic.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no,
that's
but
close.
the
no
Gabriel, the
cigars.
Gabriel is
'Cause it's
close.
it's technically the wrong land.
And it's funny. It's funny because Collin is not getting it.
I've heard of that song. I mean, you got to give me a little credit.
Can I
In
can
your
I get
eyes,
the
yeah,
I'll let
review?
you sing it.
In your eyes, the light, the heat. Your eyes, I am complete.
Yeah. And my heart
That's all I have to say.
sledgehammer. Okay.
Them out of their misery. Peter Mano with Liberty Square.
Yes.
That's the one we're talking about.
Let's
Uh,
reveal it. You know, I brought the whole thing of that. Chris Shepard mentioned the shooting gallery there, and
Close.
because it's closed, but it's amazing how you can even from Liberty Square you can pick the screens from Splash Mountain.
Yeah. Well, especially when Colin's on.
I was
Yeah,
technically.
Colin was right in that moment. Yeah.
I'm not a screamer.
No?
You'd be surprised.
I've read differently.
Okay, let's go to the second.
The number 2.
Let's go to the.
Yeah, that
This
funky
one is
music.
difficult. This one is really difficult. So let's go in 1, 2, and 3.
It's good that Michelle's not watching her because she'd be like, every night.
Wait.
the sound coming from Jason's stereo every night. I love that. Can we hear one more time?
Yes, in 1, 2, and 3. Their comments are coming. Mark Williamson say win. Kelly, China. Lisa, Dahlia Lounge. Disney Springs is what Donald is saying. Jody is also Disney Springs. Mark Jones, Dahlia Lounge. Doreen is also thinking about Dahlia Lounge. Let me see here. Let's jump a little bit.
Oh, Lisa says
Carlos
Three Bridges
turning up
Cantina.
Caleb is saying Disney's Contemporary Resort. Lisa Gadamali saying Three Bridges Cantina, Geyser Point. Michael Riley saying Peter Frampton.
We do have a correct answer.
Yes.
You want to show the reveal?
Yes, and we're glad to have Caleb always right here. Yeah, Caleb got it right.
I love the soundtrack of that resort. I love it.
So you keep hearing that song during. That's why Michelle hears a lot. You have that loop recorded.
It's like all the time.
And who's playing that?
I don't know.
But it's nice.
He's just recorded it bootleg to have it at his home.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure there's almost certainly a Spotify playlist with it on there. Somebody can look it up. Look up contemporary resort music on Spotify. That's what we should start doing. We could link to it. Yeah, there really is. There really is. Okay, our last one.
The last one I think is the easiest one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go in 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be easy. It's going to be
Theoretically easy.
I have Paul Newman, Robert Redford.
Yes.
No.
That people need to bring probably the name of the song too. Lisa says Boardwalk. Casey's no, Chrissy, that makes me a little bit sad because Casey's.
Technically, you could hear this song.
Yeah,
there.
but Jim is not there. Jim is not there. He's not playing the case, and I hope Jim will be back pretty soon. He's one of my favorite cast members. Mark Williams is saying Grand Floridian. Ken saying Boardwalk. Butch is saying Grand Floridian too. Doreen is saying Casey's Corner. Valerie also Casey's Corner. The Entertainer. Boardwalk. Casey's Corner. The Entertainer. We already had.
We do have a correct answer. Couple.
Yes.
The Entertainer's that song.
We have.
Yep.
We have Cherry saying Grand Floridian.
So Mark Williams and Butch. And I don't know if we had any other. Terry says Grand Floridian. And Lisa said
Wendy.
Could be Grand Floridian.
Yes. Let's reveal it.
Mm-hmm.
Finished.
I know. You want to just watch the whole thing, right?
But one thing, Collin Kendall, which is the name of that song?
It's the Entertainer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
Where you can hear that? There's a famous movie that had that song as.
I have no idea about the movie.
Oh, come on! Wait. I gave it to two of the actors.
Yes.
Robert Redford, Paul Newman.
No, it's not the same movie I'm thinking of. But no, then I don't know that.
And Mark Williams got it right here. The Sting, and it's and I will have to watch it with Pedro. I have to watch here at home because that movie is perfect. It's great.
It's a good movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I don't think I've seen that.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Big, but that's a different song on the FAO Schwartz.
And weren't they in Butch Cassidy together too?
Yes, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Because then that's Raindrops. Right? Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Yeah. Burt Bacharach.
Oh, I love Burt Bacharach. Don't get me started about Burt Bacharach.
No, but not only that. Burt Bacharach and.
Don't say it.
Who the one who sings that? Is not Burt Bacharach. I think it's B.J. Thomas.
Does he sing it?
Yes. B.J. Thomas.
Do you know the way to San Jose, by the way?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I've been away too long.
Well, yeah, we'll be walking there. Walk on by. Walk on by.
Yeah, don't go too far. Don't walk on by.
You know, which was the other one? Close to you. Close to you. But that's the other one. The Guy's in Love with You. The Guy's in love.
Up here. Every time you are near.
Yeah. Go.
That's what I hear when Collin walks into the room, actually.
But you know,
That's scary.
there's the other song that is the guy's in love with you that that our friend Herb Albert also plays there. That's
Wait, and who did this? Who did the soundtrack for the Bond movie in the 70s? Because the first Casino Royale, it was Casino Royale, but not the.
It was
that was Burt Bacharach, right? Didn't he do it?
I don't think so.
Come
I
on.
don't think so. I don't
You
think
sure?
so. I'm not. I think it was Jerry Goldstein or Goldsmith. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Don't worry.
So let's.
I know you're all worried. Oh, it is Burt Bacharach. Ha!
He did it.
Yes, he did it.
That's surprising.
It's
It's
surprising.
the best. Like I'll have to talk about the story at some other point. But the song that we played, the main soundtrack, and I would be in the basement with a blanket over me, and my older brother would ride around in circles around me with a bicycle. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you later.
Yes. Shirley Bassey. Shirley Bassey
I
was the
believe
one.
it was a thing.
Kelly's remembering that. But the song from Bart Bacharach that I really like is the Guy's in Love with You, and there is a version of the song that Faith No More did a really nice and beautiful version of. You know the band Faith No More that with the song Epic. You want it out, but you can't get it. So,
yeah.
So they did a version of the Guys in Love with You.
That was a weird version of it.
Yes,
but
I know.
I know what it is.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to move on.
I think that'd be a great. I think. Oh my gosh! If you wanted, you know what would be great for a birthday episode for me would be like top 3 attractions that could have Burt Bacharach songs, or maybe the top 3 Burt Bacharach songs.
Turn to attractions.
Or you just overlay it on the. I think I like this one.
Yeah.
If you agree, give me a little thumbs up.
Yes. Don't forget to give us your thumbs up. And remember, if you're watching us, even if you're watching us in the replay,
we apologize.
We want your comments in the replay. We want your thumbs up during the replay. And if you're watching and you're quiet, don't be quiet. Please join us in the chat. Okay. So who is going to start with the farewells words? It is Collin. Collin's up.
Oh, that was a question, and then he said it's Collin.
No, it's Collin. Because then I'm ready here.
Yeah, so go ahead and, if you're on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on @Guide4WDW. It's the easiest place to find me. It's the easiest place to find some of the photos that I'm posting daily, content from attractions, content from the parks, content from just unique things around the parks. But I've also recently launched a new show there that is called Gather Round, where I'm interviewing some folks from the Disney community, having a lot of fun with them, and asking them some of the more sentimental questions and what you may expect in the parks. So you can join us Monday at 8 p.m. to explore that on IGTV, and it will be live. And this week's guest is actually good people. You are the first people to hear about it. It's Lou Mangello this week, so he's going to come join us. If you want to hear some stories from him that he may not have told on his own podcast, or potentially a little sentimental story, we might get Lou to cry. You never know. He's a big softie at heart. I doubt we'll get him to sing. Maybe that grease tape. Who knows?
But Collin, I have to tell you one thing. Your first episode was brilliant, and it was great.
I had a lot of fun with Lisa.
Yeah.
If you do want to watch that one back, it is up on IGTV in full, so you can watch the entire show, even if you miss it live. But I'd love to see you there live with us.
And I know that you gain a lot of followers with that, and I have to tell you, it's all because of Lisa.
Most likely. It's never because of me. She's a lot prettier than me.
It was an amazing show. You did it great. I loved the show, and congratulations. Jason, you have something to say?
Well, I always have something to say. Whether you want to hear it or not is a different story. But I'm going to say
I'm always anxious to hear you.
So tomorrow, let's see, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about the lunch break. Tomorrow on the lunch break, 12 p.m. Eastern, it is not only Fun Shirt Friday, but it is going to be a tropical Fun Shirt Friday because this guy is heading over to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, where, guess what? If everything goes my way, you guys, along with me and a good buddy of ours, will be touring the Polynesian Village bungalows for the very first time. I've never been inside. So this is exciting, and maybe we get a chance to see some of the other DVC resort rooms as well there. And I love the Poly. So we're going back there tomorrow. And then, of course, this weekend, brand new video coming out on Sunday that I am super excited to share with you. I'm tempted to say it's from the vault, but it's kind of not really from the vault. It's something that was lost, and now it's found. And it's very special. And it gave me kind of like chills, and I got a little teary when I discovered that I actually had this video that I've been sitting on for more than a year now. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys this weekend. So make sure you head on over to herewiththemagic.com, sign up for the newsletter so you get a notification when it all becomes available. So that's it. That's my thing. Hopefully I'll see you guys there tomorrow.
Show video where Jason's getting
But
drugged
no, you
out
have
of
to
the
mention-
Polynesian
buddy,
bungalow because he doesn't want to leave.
You have to mention the morning minute.
I didn't want to overdo it.
I love the morning.
Okay, I'll
minute.
overdo it.
The morning minute, it's perfect.
Twist my arm.
No, not
Well, thank you very much. Every Monday through Friday, every weekday, 8 a.m. Eastern, doing this little thing called the Morning Minute. And it is all about gifting yourself 1 minute every morning to just kind of recenter, get ready for your day in a nice, happy Disney headspace. So we take you to some quiet moment of joy somewhere in Walt Disney World, resorts, parks, etc. And just 1 minute. We even give you a little countdown. There's even a little countdown to show you that you have how much time you have left. So it's just 1 minute. Gift yourself a minute. It's only, I should say it's only. We do it on Instagram. It's on Instagram on IGTV. It also is in the feed for those of you who missed on IGTV when it goes live. We also have it on YouTube as well, over on youtube.com/herewiththemagic, because I know that there's a lot of people who prefer to be on that platform too. And so we put it there too. Have you been enjoying them, Carlos?
No, but yes, I never miss one of them, and I really like. Who showed up here? It was Lou. Lou showed up.
It's like you say his name.
Lou,
and
he's like Beetlejuice.
I know, but Lou said Lou Mongello is here and is saying, and Collin, I think that it's not that he's going to get emotional, but not even sing. I think he's going to dance in your.
Oh, look, he's volunteering to dance.
Yes, in your.
I'm gonna hold him to it.
Yes.
Make sure you got the right backdrop, a disco
you know what?
ball,
Everybody
perhaps.
should submit song requests for him to dance to.
Here is mine.
Yes. Oh my goodness! If we could get Collin and Lou to do Vogue at the same time.
Yes.
Epic. Epic.
I'm gonna get asked. My show's
As
gonna
Lou
get
would
shut
say,
down.
not podcast gold, but internet gold, right there, my friends.
That's
Okay.
another tier.
Guys,
Good to see you, Lou.
And yes, Lou. One thing.
He's losing his lunch. It's okay.
Clean up in aisle 7.
Well, you can find me at Ponto Miami and Ponto Orlando in Instagram and Facebook. I really appreciate when you guys show up. My content is in Portuguese, but there's always the translation button that can help you there. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm doing my live show. You can watch it in YouTube and Facebook. Many of you always show up there. It's always a pleasure and an honor. I really appreciate that. Last time we took a stroll. I took a walk here in my neighborhood in South Florida. It was pretty funny. But the other thing I'd like to ask is talking about after hours, and it's for you guys to follow us in Instagram. And Instagram our profile is not after hours, but you find us at Go With Us Live. Again, at Go With Us Live, and in our Instagram profile, what we're doing is that we're putting our segments, different segments of our shows, in little pieces, a little bit more. They are edited in a way that are big, compact, and really nice for you to watch on your cell phone. It's like, no, as I told you, like our top 3 in less than 20 minutes, or what's the sound in less than 5 minutes. You can watch that and have a good time. And that's how we're.
If you didn't have reasons to join Instagram before, now you have 3 reasons to join Instagram. So come on, join us.
Join us there. On behalf of my great, and I have to tell you one thing, buddies. I love you.
Boy.
I love you.
Never one thing though.
No, it was this show is epic. It was really good, and
It's a bright spot in the week.
I love you too. If this guy was in the middle, I'd give you a big kiss, Carlos.
Okay.
I can lean back and give you 2 a moment if you're.
and thank you I love you guys. Thank you very much. I love the hour. Everybody was so funny. Okay, and on behalf of my buddies, I'd like to wish you a magical rest of the week. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody.
See you guys.
See ya.